for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're in Liverpool here, Battle of the Mersey press conference. I'm joined by Natasha Jonas, head of her second professional fight. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Yeah?
Life's good.
You was a little bit quiet in that press conference, which was like...
Do you know what? You put me on the spot. I was thinking...
You knew you had to talk, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew I was to talk, but I thought, like, all these lads have done it before. He'll ask them a question first, and then I'll gauge what I have to say, and then I'll go into it, and he just was trying, well, I'll go to you first, and I was like, First time in my life I've been speechless.
What Eddie does is actually, I do this sometimes as well, doesn't actually ask the question, makes a statement and expects you to respond to the statement rather than just say, ask you an outright question. So
I was like, I was half waiting for the question, half didn't know whether I had to just make a speech, and then I heard Paul Butler's speech after me, and I was thinking, you've had that planned, you knew that was coming. So yeah. It's
all good anyway. This will be obviously your first fight. Only your second pro fight, but first fight in Liverpool, so this is going to be kind of a little special moment for you.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of pressure, but for a different reason than me first. You know, you want to get out and you want to start your career off on a winning ways, and you know you want to perform well. You know the world's watching, and you want to progress from there. And now, you know, I'm in my home city on a big show, and I want to do the same thing, but it's a pressure in a different way because everyone's going to be there supporting you and wanting you to do well, and you just want to do well in front of them.
Absolutely, it's a great card as well. It's stacked full of obviously Liverpool's favourite fighters, and you kind of over the next months and years want to add yourself to that. Obviously, we know what people think about you in Liverpool anyway, but on the pro scene, that's what you want, surely.
Definitely, and it couldn't have been asked to be put on a better card, to be honest. And I know, you know, there's going to be, you know, Scouse versus Birkenhead, so there's going to be a lot of rivalry there. But as long as everyone gets home safe on the night, you know, after their bouts, that's all that I'm worried about.
I mean, after your debut in Newcastle, I know I asked you about the whole Katie Taylor thing, and your response to it was, this is about Natasha Jonas and not Katie Taylor, but this is surely a fight that's in the back of your brain somewhere, Natasha?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I said last time that I don't look at it from, you know, a boxing, like admiring a boxing anymore. I look at it as a future opponent, so I am a bit more critical than I used to be. But, you know, I think she's been amazing for women's boxing as an amateur and as a professional, so I'll always be supporting her corners, you know what I mean? I will be watching the fight on at the weekend, and I will be supporting her for different reasons, but she is potentially, you know, a future opponent, so I'll be watching it from different eyes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that completely makes sense, but the fact that you're both under the Eddie Hearn matchroom, obviously this is like, there's not going to be any kind of politics getting in the way of this fight ever being made. If you two obviously keep winning and this fight is there, then it surely will be made.
Definitely, you know, it's women's boxing is no different from men's boxing. We need big domestic rivalries, and we need fights that people want to see, and that me versus Katie Taylor is one of them fights. So, you know, it is what it is. I know I'm not deluded in thinking that, like, I could box her tomorrow. You know, I'm a good maybe 6 months to a year behind her, but I'm gonna keep learning in my next few fights, and it's not far away. You know, she's within sight.
I'm still trying to hunt an outspoken woman, you know, one that proper trash talks.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Katie Taylor at the minute, or any of the other women that I've interviewed. We're hoping it could be you in time to come, Natasha.
I'm not. That's just not. It's not our style. You know, we're people that have been.
Some of the people on the top table.
I know. I watch it and it makes me laugh, and you know, it is entertaining. But it's just that's just not me. I don't. You know, we're probably more Joshua Klitschko than O'Hara Davis Taylor, or you know, that's just the way we are. You know, we've got a lot of respect for what each other does, and you know, I mean, it's just what it is. What it is. You know, we're just not like that. Women are a bit different.
So, if I got Katie Taylor in the next interview to say I want to punch Natasha Jonas' head in, would you respond to that?
I'd just laugh. I just think it was hysterical. If you could do that, that would be funny. But you know,
I'm calling out Ronda Rousey in my first interview, so I'm not putting it past me to do.
No, you know.
No, all jokes aside.
It is what it is. You know, it's just it's not. I know the type of person she is and the type of person I am. Just not really in our DNA. We've got a lot of respect for each other. We've got a lot of. We've actually been friends quite a long time, so it's not something that I can see myself doing. But never write it off. Never say never.
Never say never. All right. Well, listen, Natasha. Thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. I'm sure we'll catch up ahead of September 30th. So, best of luck in camp. And we'll speak to you soon.
Yep. Cheers.
All right.